There was a lot of controversy surrounding Rafael Devers playing first base this season for the Red Sox, as even though they ended up having who was set to be their everyday player there, Tristan Casas, go down due to injury, Devers held firm that because this expectation hadn't been communicated to him properly, that he wouldn't be able to just slide in there immediately. Then, after being traded to the Giants in one of the biggest, most surprising moves in the last 5 years, he made it known nearly immediately that he would be prepared to do so for his new squad. And as of recently, he's been playing some games at that very spot, including one versus the Mets that was interesting to say the least. Things got started in the first inning when Juan Soto sent a ground ball to the right side, being fielded nicely by Rafael before making an on-target throw to second base, looking pretty smooth in the process. On the next play, Pete Alonso would ground a ball to third baseman Matt Chapman, who would load up and nearly fire one away that Rafael had to make an athletic play to even keep close. Unfortunately, he wouldn't be able to make the tag on a diving Alonso, but it was still two pretty impressive plays early on. His next run would not look nearly so good, however, when Robbie Ray induced a weak ground ball to the right side that Devers overcommitted on, having to try to get back to the bag late, resulting in him not only missing the tag on the base runner coming down the line, but not even being able to catch the ball at all. But just when you thought this mistake could end up costing his team, he would actually end up potentially saving a couple runs when Matt Chapman fielded this ground ball at third base, stepped on the bag, and then bounced a pretty difficult one-hopper to first, which was picked out of the dirt perfectly. That very eventful frame was followed by a play in the fifth where he did a nice job to spear this hard one-hopper to first, only to see it go off his mid, get bobbled around, but still end up taking him to the bag for the out. Yeah, it wasn't pretty, but at least it got the job done, right? Unfortunately, his next opportunity would end up being far more consequential for his team, when in the sixth he fielded this ball, angled to throw to second, and then dropped it, resulting in him only being able to get the hitter coming down the line. That meant that when Mark Vientos crushed a go-ahead 2-run double down the left field line, it was directly as a result of that DP not being able to be turned. He would have one final play in this one, when he made an error on a Juan Soto missile to his left, his third fumbling play of the afternoon, with this being the only one to officially count as an error. That's why I personally would consider this a very messy game for the now face of the franchise for the Giants, because while there were ups and downs, nearly every play, save for a couple early ones, were extremely chaotic, in a way we're just not used to seeing from major league caliber infielders. As for the game, unfortunately, the damage already done by his miscue in the sixth would not be able to be redeemed by San Francisco, despite the efforts of Jung-Hoo Lee, who missed a game-tying home run in the ninth by approximately 5 feet, a shot that would have been a home run in every other major league ballpark besides Oracle. A strikeout and a leaping catch from Pete Alonso later, and the Mets were celebrating their 6th victory in a row, while the Giants continued a rough month of July that seen them post their worst winning percentage of any month this season at just .429. Also, one little note before we go here, I wanted to consider starting to do something at the ends of some of these videos where I'll do a little mini breakdown of a separate play that maybe doesn't deserve a full video, but I wanted to mention briefly regardless. With today's example going to the Athletics announcer the other day who had this to say about a no-doubt home run.
1-2 pitch. High in the air, deep to right. That ball is foul. Or gone.
The announcer himself, Chris Carey, would later take to Twitter to say that he had no excuses to make and that he simply lost track of the ball mid-call, apologizing for doing so. Personally, I don't think it was that big a deal, more so serving as a funny little clip that I wanted to share here in some capacity because of its bizarre nature. Now, be sure to let me know if you like the idea of me including other mini moments and breakdowns like this, or if you'd prefer me to keep it more strictly on topic with the narrative outline in the title. Now, thank you so much for watching, and please remember that if you ever see anything you'd like to see detailed in the Made the Cut video, whether that be a specific play, player, or narrative surrounding a team or something, feel free to reach out to my email, basebpoet@gmail.com. And if I do end up using your idea, I'll of course give you a shout out. Thank you so much once again, and I'll see you in the next one.